Okay, what I'd like to do now is go over this test. Now, the tests have raw points, and they have percentage points. All tests are worth 100 percentage points. So I convert the raw points. So and yeah, usually I try to put this on there so I don't have to write it down for each test I grade. Okay, so your test is going to be what we've been studying. Sig figs, scientific notation, conversion, and then dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis is the hardest part of the test. You probably already know. So let's go over this test. Now, whenever you convert to scientific notations, you should always keep the sig figs the same. Because all we're doing in scientific notation is renaming the number. We're not changing its precision. And I forgot the name of this file. It's called Exam 1 F22, all 22. Would you like to print this off at home? Okay, so scientific notation. And remember, purpose of scientific notation is to make an awkward number less awkward. Okay, I'm leaving that up to you, whether you feel it's less awkward. Now, some teachers will tell you, I want all numbers above certain size to be converted, all numbers under a certain size to be converted. I don't, because my definition of scientific notation is making numbers less awkward. So that's up to you to determine whether it's less awkward. Okay, so
the exam already on Canvas?
I'm sorry,
The test already on Canvas?
this document, the take home? No. I'll send out a message when I put it up. I'll give you 2 or 3 days once I post it. So you have plenty of time. I was driving today. I decided to do that. So it was kind of a last minute thing. I say, well, you know, the problem with being sick is you always get behind. It screws up the schedule, and I don't like to be sick, but it is what it is. Okay, so okay, so as you know, scientific notation is in 2 parts. First part is a number from 1 to 10. So we're taking this, converting it to 4.3. How many sig figs does this thing have? Two sig figs. So my scientific notation number has to have 2 sig figs as well. Now, the decimal point is here, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we convert this to 2.84. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many sig figs does C have? 1. There's no decimal point there. Yeah.
With this one, if we do 0.4 like this.
No, that number has to be from 1 to 10. That number is less than 1. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, this one, but then it's this one.
Now, I personally think that's not an awkward number. So normally I would not convert it to that. That's more awkward than this. But this is a test, I just want you to be able to get used to converting them. All right, sig figs. Okay, so we've got, there's a decimal ending, excuse me, there's a decimal, and secondly, there's an ending 0. That means that the trailing 0 counts. So we've got 4. Middle zeros always count. So we've got 5. Trailing zeros count if there's a decimal point, no decimal point. So that's 1. Round to 2 sig figs. That means we go to the third place. And that determines what the second place is. Okay. The third place, that makes that a 7. Third place, that keeps that as a 1. Now this is a problem, this number here. How many sig figs does that number have? 8. 8. And we're going down to 2. So we go to the third place. So how can we convert this number to 2 sig figs?
Notation like that.
Scientific notation, exactly. Keep that in mind. If you're non-scientific numbers, you have a problem getting the correct number of sig figs. Just go to scientific notation. So that's going to be 1.0 times 10 to the what? 6. And the calculator. So how many sig figs is our answer going to have? Pi. That's right. Okay, so we go to the 6th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That kicks that up to a 2. So it's going to be how many sig figs is our answer going to have? 1. We go to the 2nd place. That kicks that up to 2. Yeah.
So the second notation is on the previous problem. Why is it frequency?
Oh. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, it should be. Yes, I prove I'm a human every day. Okay, all right. Now what does a slash mean? Division, okay? Division, because when I type this up in Word, Word has an equation editor, which is a real pain to use. So, put it as a diagonal line, okay? How many sig figs the answer gonna have? 3. Okay, so conversions, we need a conversion table, and I'm going to be giving you this conversion table for the test. Now, remember there's 4 kinds of word problems. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're going from meters to yards. Now there's a lot of conversion factors that have M in it. M stands for meters. We're going to get into mass relationships, goes with an M. We're going to get into a unit called moles, M-O-L-E-S. Molecule, and the M by itself stands for meters. Okay, so is the conversion to go directly from meters to yards? Now, let's see here. Meters to yards. Which one of those are we going to start with? We can go meters to feet, then feet to yards. Okay, so 320, I got to remember 328 now. Given has to cancel. It was 328. And that gets us to feet. And that was not boldface. So that means that's 3 sig figs. Okay. So these are worth 8 points apiece. So that got you 7 points right there. Okay. Got the correct answer? What's wrong with it? Sig figs, yeah. So it should be 4.9. So this is worth 7 points. 1 point. 1 point, you got the number right, you got the unit right, and you got the sig figs right. Okay, how are we gonna do this one? What was the first one? Okay. Days to hours. This is a leap year, by the way, everyone. So there's an extra day in February, February 29th. Now, I always put the number of sig figs in my answers, just for you guys for clarification. You don't have to put that on yours. If you want to, you can, but I'm not looking for that. This is really irritating. My other Dell laptop doesn't do that. This one. Okay, kilograms to milligrams. Is there a conversion to go directly? Yeah. There is one, but I suggest you not use it. I suggest you use, what is the base unit here? Grams. So convert to the base unit, and then for the base unit over here would be the most straightforward way. But you can't go directly from that to that. That's a million back there, but I recommend you just go to the base unit. So kilograms to grams. Now for milligrams to grams, there are two conversion factors, and both of them work fine, but you have to be careful when you're using it though. Okay, grams needs to go on the bottom, milligrams on top. Now we can put 1,000 up here, 1,000 milligrams or in 1 gram, or you can put 10 to the minus 3 grams in a milligram. Both of those conversions work. They're the same conversion. So the answer is going to be, how many sig figs is our answer? 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer is going to be notice I didn't use my calculator. Okay. Here we're This is a tricky one because our answer is a fraction. So we're trying to calculate. That means our given needs to be a fraction as well. Okay? So fraction to fraction. Non-fraction to non-fraction. Okay, and also when you have a fraction to fraction, that's two problems. Two problems. You're gonna do a denominator and a numerator. Okay, so. Okay, so you've got. We have to convert miles to meters and hours to minutes. Two separate problems. Which one you want to do first? The miles? Okay, so we need to go from miles to meters. I think we had miles to kilometers. We can do it a couple different ways. Let's do miles to kilometers and kilometers to meters. Okay. And do you remember how many kilometers are in a mile? Is it 1/6? 1609. Okay. Now we need to get the kilometers to meters. Okay, now we have meters per hour. Now we need to convert the hours to minutes. Now, when the given is on the bottom, the given is the denominator. So here to cancel the denominator, we have to have it on the top. So this has to be hours on the top here, so it cancels. So now we have meters per minute. Okay, so fraction to fraction, non-fraction to non-fraction. Okay, and let's. Okay, so how many sig figs is our answer? 2. $65. Right? You have 4 and 2, which is smaller, 2. So the answer is gonna have 2. Okay, persons. Those are by definition. Like how many meters are a kilometer? Exactly. If you just throw out a number, you assume it's measured. All measurements. Shape.
It's 60.
Where does the what?
It's 60 now.
That's 16.
It's infinite. 60 minutes per hour.
It's exactly 60 minutes an hour. Not 60.1, not 59.1, it's exactly 60. That means it's empty. Okay? Same with this, exactly about 10. This is measured. That's where she got the 4 6 fits. Because it wasn't on both things. She. The exclusive thing, it's just 2 6 things. So the rest is going to have 2 6 things. Okay. After what she did, she got 65 times 1609 times 1,000. Get to divide to 60. Yeah, well, 2 6 days. So that's gonna be, yeah, 1.7. And then I put in scientific notation. But everything else is still fine except that one. Okay, so we have 63. So we have a fraction and a fraction.
Wire second. Beats very near or 3 units sounds.
That means for the rest of the year.
The last part of the question.
Oh, breaths. Typo. Yeah. We'll just make this, okay, so fraction. Okay, so the beats are already on the top, so we don't have to do anything with the beats. That's already done for us. We have to just do the time conversion. We have to end up with years of the bottom. So what do you want to do on that? Minutes to what? Do you say hours? Okay. How about hours to days? Oops, I do wrong here. Yeah. And then and that's 360. How many sig figs is our answer gonna have? 4. All these others are all by definition. So 63.00, the zeros count because there's a decimal point. So answer is gonna be no, I just do it for clarification. You can put it there if you want. It doesn't matter. Okay, now this one we're going square miles to square kilometers. We have to make our own conversion by converting the square miles from the linear. Then we put square kilometers.
Want to do it to 1.97 times 10 to the 8th. Then the proper physical format.
You can do it that way. I just writing it the way it was written in the problem. Yeah, you can go, he was saying, use that instead of the. Okay, and, all right, now we need to go from miles to kilometers. And we have a conversion factor for that. 1609. I did not square the 1.97 because that's what we were given. It's already in square mile. You have to convert anything there. But I modified this conversion factor. Okay. Your test is gonna look very similar to this. Okay, you have conversion, sig fig numbers, scientific notation, back and forth, and some dimensional analysis. Okay. And remember, this is, if you want to print this off, it's under practice, under your Canvas files, test related, exam 1, F22.
Just scan it to you without the signature on it.
Oh, for the lab safety. For the lab safety.
Oh, just download it You can either, do it electronically or print it off, sign it, scan it, upload it.
You don't need your signature.
No, even, I think there's a place for Mike, but no, I just need your signature. Main thing is you agree to it.